As we enter now into Genesis chapter 3, please take time to read it slowly. And then before we unpack it, remember where it is positioned. It's obvious, but we have spent time thinking about how God set everything up. Genesis chapter 1 and Genesis chapter 2. And Genesis 3 should only be read after those first two chapters have been taken into our very lives. Now, this morning, we're simply going to skirt through the chapter. We will be coming back to various places. What is the result of this action or these actions that you probably know and could recite very well? Well, humankind, mankind, men and women, Adam and Eve, and their offspring, and such are we, now will battle shame. It's a consequence, it's inevitable. How we battle shame is another story. But shame now accompanies us all the days of our life. What else? Strife, argument, battle. Not only because Eden has been lost, but there is a battle now between. The blame game has begun, and it has not yet been put to rest. What else? We see great suffering. So suffering has its origins, its genesis in Genesis. But if you went to a doctor and the doctor said, well, these are the symptoms of your disease, you might choose to live or medicate the disease. But Genesis 3 penetrates much deeper than this is what has gone wrong. Genesis 3 will talk to us about something that is fatal. The fatal flaw. And the fatal flaw is this. Not only have we seen some of those symptoms, not only is everything now disordered, but the fruit of all this is death. And some might say and have, well, I get 70, 80 years, I'll do what I can, and then when I die, that's it, so who cares? But that is not the fruit of the fall. That is not the fruit of rebellion against God. That is not the fruit of receiving the covenant that was set up in God's goodness in Genesis 1 and 2. No, the fruit of breaking that covenant, the fruit of eating of the wrong tree, the fruit of deciding for themselves who gets to say what is right and wrong. That one area where God says, this is my responsibility, you do this. What's the fruit? The fruit is death, yes. The fruit is separation, yes. But that death is not simply something to pass through. It is an eternal state of separation. It is the eternal state of absence with God. This is not a serious problem with various symptoms in our life. This is far more serious. This is about the whole of our future forever. So Genesis 3 brings us to that acknowledgement as if we needed it in our experience as Christians, that left to ourselves, we are rebellious. Is there hope? You read it this morning if you read Genesis 3 carefully. We shall continue to unpack.